Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Jyoti from Angie and Joe's channel. If you're new to this channel, let me tell you that we make video 3 to 4 times a week, and our videos are basically related to home and kitchen and everything in between. So yeah, that's us. So today we are going to talk about running. Running is something very close to my heart because I've been running for quite some time now, and running, the question that I get from from people are, running is tough, how do you manage it? So today we are going to talk about running for beginners. So if you are someone who is not into running, who can't even run 500 meters at a stretch, or who cannot run for 5 minutes at a stretch, this video is for you. So it will tell you how to start running. So running is a kind of a sports which is easy and it is tough at the same time. So yes, running in itself is an easy sport. You don't need many things, just grab your shoes and go out and you are sorted. But it is tough because many of us, as kids we all used to run, but when we grew up, many of us lost that habit of running. So we feel that keeping that pace, keeping that running for 5 to 10 minutes is quite difficult. So these are the tips that are for you. So these are the tips which I feel that I didn't knew when I started running. I wish someone might have given these tips to me, so my running journey wouldn't have been that tough. So yeah, without any further delay, let's go to the tips. So the first tip is proper warm-ups and cool downs. Many times I have seen that people who are starting to run feel that it's very difficult to run. They are not able to breathe. They are not able to run for 3 to 4 minutes at a stretch. The main reason is that our body is not warm enough. For that matter, even runners who are running for 6 to 1 year, if they do not do warm up properly, their body is not ready to run. So what happens is that mostly they feel that initial 1 or 2 kilometers are the toughest of their journey. So many people say that after 3 kilometers their body is fine, they can manage the pace, but initially that 1 and 2 kilometers, it is a kind of a fight between your brain and your body, that whether to continue or not. So the basic reason for that is that your body is not ready for the amount of stress it is going to go through when you are running. So the best thing you should do, for that matter, any kind of workout or any kind of exercise that you are doing, the best thing you should do is to start warming up. So warm up before you start running. It will prepare your body to run, it will keep you injury free, and it will take your running to a next level. The second point in this is cool down. So before you start, warm up your body. After you finish your run, give your body 5 minutes, 10 minutes to cool down. Do your stretching, do small walks, so your body gets cooled down, your heart rate comes down. This also is very important for, number one, for your recovery. Number two, it also helps in avoiding injuries that many runners face. So warm up and cool down are two crucial things that you should start doing from the very beginning, and make it a habit that if you are going for a run, make sure you keep 5 minutes for warm up or 5 to 10 minutes. At the end also 5 to 10 minutes for cool down. Along with warm up and cool down, there's one more thing that you should do is take breaks. So if you're starting to run, doesn't mean that you have to run all the 7 days of a week, all 30 days of a month. Give your body a break. Give your body that time to regenerate. So the best thing for you to do is, if you are running today as a beginner, if you are running on Monday, take a break on Tuesday. If you are running on Wednesday, take a break on Thursday. So a break doesn't mean you do not do anything. You can probably walk on Tuesday. On Monday, if you are running, take a walk break, or do some strength training, do cycling. There are other options. So your body, that particular muscle, your leg muscles needs some relaxation, so take a break. So that was point number 1. Point number 2, so there's only one thing required if you want to run, and that is your running shoes. That is the basic things that you should have as a runner. But every person is different, so your foot is different, what shoes you feel comfortable are different. So try shoes and see which kind of shoes are comfortable according to your gait, according to your pace, according to your body weight. So select a proper shoe for your running, because a good shoe is not very tight. It should not snuggle your feet, or it should not be very loose so that your feet is moving forward and backward. It should be a right fit. It should be correct. It should have proper cushion. There are different kind of shoes available. Some replicate the barefoot kind of thing. Some have very good cushion. So select the shoes which is good for your particular running, where you are running. If you are running on a hard floor, you might need a more cushion in your shoes. If you are running on the soft ground, again you will need a little less cushion. So select a proper shoe. Now again, if you are a beginner, you do not need to go for a very high priced shoe. Even there are brands which sells good shoes in a reasonable price. You can actually go to them and buy a good pair of shoes. That is the minimum requirement. And always make sure that you are wearing a sports sock and not a normal sock. So yes, the number 2 is your running shoe. This brings us to the third point. The third thing that is essential is your running attire. So when you are running, it is very important that you wear clothes according to the weather, actually according to the temperature that you are running in. If it is very cold, layer your body, maybe a warmer or something inside, and then layer it up. Proper shoes, then cap to cover your ears, so that you don't feel too much of cold. If it is very hot, if it's the summer, probably select a dry fit t-shirt, a shorts, something in which you feel comfortable while running. So yes, running attire is very important. Fourth thing is your pre-workout snack. So many times it happens that many people I've seen go for a run in the morning, and mostly what happens is we don't feel that energetic in the morning, because our body didn't had any fuel in the morning. So it is advisable that if you are going for a run, like before 30 or 60 minutes before your run, take some light snack, maybe an apple or a banana, or maybe a peanut butter and bread sandwich, something which is light enough for your body to digest and not too heavy to make you nauseated while running, is a good pre-workout snack. But it should also give you good amount of energy to run and complete your fifth thing that you should keep in mind when you are running as a beginner is that the running surface you are running it is not good to run on roads or on hard surface every day, because these hard surfaces are not kind to your knees. So it's always good to take a break and run on a soft surface once in a while, maybe on the grass or maybe on soil, to give that extra cushion, extra support to your knees. So yes, try to alternate between the surfaces that you are running. Choose an appropriate surface for running. Number 6 is data. So when you are running, when you start running, maybe you are running say 40 minutes you are taking to complete your 5 kilometer, or 45 minutes for 5 kilometers, and accordingly like 10 kilometers different time. So when you are running, there are different phases, different stages. So if you are a complete beginner who is just starting now, maybe you are doing a run walk kind of a program where you are maybe walking for 3 minutes and running for 2 minutes, or walking for 3 minutes and running for 1 minute. Then then as you progress, your walking time reduces. So initially if you were walking for 3 minutes and running for 1 minute, after some time, maybe a month or two, you will be walking for 2 minutes and running for 2 minutes, like that. So now how do you track your progress? So there's one old school method is to take a pen and paper and write down that, okay, today I ran that this much, I was walking for 2 minutes, I was running for 2 minutes. Now what is your progress? But there are also some apps which are available. I use Strava, there is Runkeeper, there is 5K to Couch, there's Zombies Run. So you can use any of the app. There are even watches which you can use to track your progress. So why I am telling you about these apps is because when you know that I started at this stage and after 1 month I am at this stage, it is motivating to see the progress. So if you were taking 10 minutes to cover 1 kilometer or 9 minutes to cover 1 kilometer, and now you are taking 8 minutes to cover 1 kilometer, that's a big progress, and that motivates you as a runner to go ahead. So yes, track your progress, make a note of your each run, how you did, how you felt, were you able to keep the pace, did you took break in betweens. So maintain that data with you so that you can assess your progress after some time. And believe me, there's nothing good to motivate you than seeing your progress over a period of time. Next point that you should remember as a beginner is go easy. So many times I have seen runners or beginners especially that when they start running, they in the morning they come all ready in their running attire, and the moment they see the start point of a track or a park, what they do, without any warm up, they just start running, and they do not just run, they run very, very fast. It's like they are just in the Olympic 100 meters, they're running so fast. So it doesn't work that way. You have to first prepare your body, then please make sure that you are going easy. So what does easy means? Easy means that you can talk to a person who is walking or running besides you. You can make that conversation. That is your running easy pace. So why we need an easy pace? Because our body, which was not doing any running activity for say 5 to 10 years, it needs to adapt to that condition, and slowly if you increase your pace, your body will be ready for that. But immediately if you start running at a very high pace, your body will not be ready, and you will stop after 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then you will feel, oh my god, running is so tough, I cannot continue. So always start easy, increase your pace very, very slowly. Running easy is the very crucial thing that you should do at the beginning. The next point is running partner. It is always good to have a running partner, because if you are running with someone, he will see your progress, he will give you some tips, and eventually when you increase your running time, you will have someone to chat, have someone to guide, someone as a company. So it's always to have a running partner. But in case if you are not able to find a running partner, that's perfectly fine, because again you will get a time to think. You can probably start with a playlist, a running playlist, or a podcast. There are many running podcasts or which will motivate you to go forward. And there are also this Zombies Run app which is there, in which the scenario is like that you are running from the zombie, so you are always in someone is always instructing you to what to do and like that. So there are different ways in which, if you do not find a partner, you can still keep yourself motivated to move forward. So playlist, make a running playlist. You can use a running podcast or apps which instruct you what to do, or there's some game happening in the app. These are all things, all alternatives that you can use as a beginner if you want to distract yourself from that running physical activity and take your mind somewhere else to keep on going. So finally, you should do one thing is to just start running. Stop thinking too much that running is tough, running is this, running is that, you won't be able to run. Just stop thinking, start doing, start running, and enjoy your runs. Whether you are running for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or whether you are running a full marathon of 3 hours, that doesn't matter. Just enjoy your runs. Make sure you are enjoying all your runs, and just don't think too much about the data, about the pace, how fast you are going or how slow you are going for that matter, or how many breaks you are taking. That all will pass. You are more than that. The thing that you should focus is run and enjoy your run. So yes, that's it from my side. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and happy running. Bye bye.